Gouache, still life painting techniques. As we move into the stage of painting still life compositions, it's important to understand that beyond coloring techniques, what really matters is composition layout, color harmony, and volume rendering. Today, we'll dive into these aspects to explore the key techniques for painting still life with gouache. Stable composition with balanced spacing. Composition is the skeleton of your painting. A well-executed still life should have a clear visual hierarchy, a sense of depth, and breathing space between objects. Vary heights and positions. Avoid lining up objects in a straight row. Arrange them with different heights and overlapping positions to create depth, clear size contrast. Use size differences for visual interest. For example, pair a large vase with small fruits to enrich the layout. Mindful negative space. Don't crowd the edges. Leave some margin around the canvas to avoid a cramped look. Color, harmony, and a clear dominant tone. Gouache is not as oily as oil paint, nor as transparent as watercolor. So keeping a harmonious color scheme is essential in still life. Establish a dominant tone. For instance, if today's painting uses warm tones, then unify the background, cloth, and main objects with warm hues. Use cool tones only as accents. Neutralize with grays. Avoid making every color overly saturated. Add a touch of gray to balance and unify the tones for a more cohesive and elegant look. Use white to highlight. Limit black. White is great for highlights and defining volume. Use black sparingly OP'd for dark brown or bluish gray instead to prevent the painting from becoming too dull. Then, light and shadow for strong volume. The key to a successful gouache still life is the expression of form and three-dimensionality. It's not just about filling in colors, but about creating convincing light and shadow relationships. Set a clear light direction. Choose a single light source to simplify the rendering of light and shadow. Identify the three basic planes: light side, mid-tone gray side, and shadow side. Every object should reflect this structure to appear dimensional. Include reflected light in shadowed or contact areas. A bit of ambient light can be added using slightly lighter tones to enhance realism and spatial depth. Brushwork with clear layers. Gouache allows for thick application, layering, and corrections, so use your brush confidently, but also strategically. Solid base tone. Start with a slightly wet underpainting, using a large brush to quickly block in the main color areas. Detail refinement. Once dry, switch to smaller brushes for details. Pay attention to the edges. Keep the foreground sharp and the background soft. Layering colors when building up tones. Work in a whole two-part two-hole rhythm to avoid a scattered or chaotic look. Pro tips. Gouache tends to dry lighter when painting dark areas. Go slightly deeper in tone for small highlights. Use pure white with thick paint as the final touch. It instantly lifts the painting. If an area becomes muddy, scrape it off and repaint. Gouache is a forgiving medium. Final thoughts and practice suggestions. Still life painting is not just a training in observation, but also a test of your control over color, form, and overall visual balance. Start with simple combinations like an apple plus a mug plus fabric or a glass, bottle plus lemon plus book. These classic setups are great for practice. Begin by painting single objects. Then gradually increase the complexity of the composition to enhance storytelling and visual impact. Keep practicing consistently, and you'll naturally find your own rhythm and expressive voice in still life painting.